Hi friends, this is Dr. Abdequaem Chimthanawala. Today let us discuss the evolution of the remedy NATRUM in relation to delusion. A very interesting story of NATRUM. How does a NATRUM delusion develop? Up till now you must have seen NATRUM mental symptoms in relation to brooding and sensitivity and that hatredness, or you must have seen NATRUM related to headache and aggravation, sun, desire, salt. Let me today tell you of a very beautiful case that came to me and how delusion helps us sometimes to get to the remedies and how the patient develops from one delusion to other. How does it occur? An interesting case came to me where the first instant the patient came and told me कि डॉक्टर साहब ऐसा लगता है मैं लाइफ में फंस गया हूँ, अब ऐसा फंसा हूँ कि मैं लाइफ में कुछ कर नहीं सकता. He told me that I have been stuck, I have been what you call not stuck, I have been just enveloped in a life situation where I cannot go out. Now, neither I can do something nor I can take something inside. And that feeling, basically helplessness feeling, as if stuck up, both mentally and physically, the patient was so drained away that he used to feel very weak, could not eat properly, very emaciated, had no energy to do work, and absolutely feeling hopeless in life. This is a very interesting mental symptom of NATRUM. He has a delusion that he is stuck. Delusion, he is in a net. Remember this. Delusion, he is in a net. ऐसा लगता है फंस गया हूँ. And the second delusion, which the patient told automatically while speaking, that is delusion, emaciation. Now, both these things, how does the patient describe? That's how you have to develop the remedy. So much so that emaciation was so much so, the dullness was so much so, the stuck up feeling was some helplessness was so much so that the patient said, I cannot do anything in life. I feel that I will faint. See, this is again a very interesting symptom. He feels I will faint if I do something, and there is again a very important delusion of NATRUM. If you have seen in your mathematica, delusion of fainting. He always feels that he'll faint because of the weakness he suffers from. So this is again a very, very important delusion of NATRUM. You see, when the patient starts speaking in front of us, how does the patient speak and how to interpret that patient's symptom in that rubric form? That's the key to prescribing, Or again, the patient NATRUM sensitivity is there, and he feels that patient do not take him seriously, and that's why whatever he says is not taken care of. And he always says that most of that I'm right, but people don't take me seriously, and that's why he always has a one delusion, that is delusion neglected he is. This is a very, very important delusion of NATRUM. I have seen in most of the cases of NATRUM. I have seen that delusion neglected is a very, very important delusion. The patient feels that he's such a good in everything, most of the things, but people don't take opinion, don't appreciate. That's why he has a symptom that Kent has written that NATRUM patient marries a coachman because he feels so frustrated, he feels so neglected, and that is why he does a delusion as if he is neglected. And because of that, he has the friends are less and he feels neglected. So he had some very, very strange delusion. Sometimes the patient comes and tell you, I feel as if I am talking to some dead persons, I am talking to dead people, as if I am talking to strangers, because the patient starts speaking to himself. And then the patient feels that I can hear somebody is talking to me, especially I can hear that dead persons are talking to me, and the family members comes and tells you that he is behaving very weirdly, he is in depression, XYZ. But this delusion of NATRUM is so important, Like for instance, when there is a delusion neglected feeling, no friends, cannot communicate, cannot talk owing to the environmental problem. He cannot take out his symptom, take out his thoughts, take out his feeling. That's why he suffers from a lot of brooding and all. That's why he has delusion talking to dead people. Very, very important delusion of NATRUM. Or delusion talking to strangers. And sometimes I told delusion as if he hears voices of dead people. Very, very important delusion of NATRUM. So as he goes further, these type of delusion then land up in a state of confusion. Now, if there is a chair, he feels, oh, chair is so big, these glasses are so small, and it can happen in anything, the cupboards, the lightings. He has that delusion. That delusion objects appear different. Whatever objects he sees, it appears different. I had a very interesting case, and he said, "The Dr. Sahab, your chair are so down. You do it up. but for a normal person it is normal. But he has a delusion that objects are different. That's a very, very important delusion of NATRUM. Don't take this symptom as okay, ठीक है, कई बार होता है, once a while it's happened. But no, if it is that state, then NATRUM is a very, very important symptom in this type of complaints. And that's why he feels that people take advantage of him. And that's why, there is a very, very important delusion. He feels that people take advantage, and that's why he has to follow what people say, because as such he has no friends, as such he is very sensitive to, has to just keep on relying on persons, doing what the person says, because he feels that if he does not do, then he have no friends and nobody talk. That's why it's a very, very important delusion. Please remember, delusion being rocked. घुंघरू की तरह बचता ही रहा हूं मैं, like that. Delusion from this to this and this to this. That is delusion being rocked, because he feels totally confused. If I don't listen to that person, he'll not talk to me. If I don't listen to that person, he'll not talk to me. That's why if the other person is wrong also, he feels that he should listen to him, otherwise he'll have no friends. So delusion being rocked is again a very important symptom, delusion symptom of NATRUM. And in further stage where this goes on and goes on and goes on, he feels delusion errors of his personal identity. That's why that's a time where the patient feels that he has a problem, and consciously tries to solve the problem. And actually there is no problem with him, but because of this situation he feels delusion of personal identity. A very interesting case which had all these symptoms. That's why remember this of NATRUM very, very clearly. So my dear friends, a very important topic of delusion of NATRUM. There are lots of other delusions of NATRUM, but I have only told what I have seen in my practice. I have seen a lot of cases in this type of delusion and prescribed with very good results. So my dear friends, if you like this video, do share and subscribe. Thank you.